So Anthony Joshua's father gets upset with Eddie Hearn after the defeat to Andy Ruiz. And I don't understand that. That's weird to me. Um, Anthony Joshua's father need to understand that his son is in the hurt business. Okay? He doesn't get in that ring because Eddie Hearn, you know, forces his arm behind his back and pushes him in there. You know? And not only that, Anthony Joshua wasn't even hurt like that. You know? He was gassed, but he didn't take a severe ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? He took some good ass shots. But in the heavyweight division, you're supposed to be able to take some shots like that. But I think Anthony Joshua's father is wrong for that. Eddie Hearn is a promoter. Nobody could have foreseen. Everybody knew it was going to be a challenging fight, but nobody thought that Anthony Joshua would come into that fight in the condition that he came into that fight. So for Anthony Joshua's dad to jump on Eddie Hearn as if his fault, that's off-putting to me. You know, a lot of guys suffer losses, man, in boxing. They don't want to go around and try to fight the promoter. How's it Eddie Hearn's fault? That makes no sense. When Anthony Joshua steps in that ring, he's responsible for himself, not Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has done his job. Eddie Hearn is not a fighter, and Eddie Hearn is not a trainer. He makes fights. That's what he does. So for Anthony Joshua's father to get upset with him, I could not imagine why. You know, if anything, that makes the situation look even more soft. That makes AJ look even more soft to me at this point. You know, I understand that you care for your son, and that's right. But to me, if you're going to get upset with somebody, I mean, I get it, man. When people are upset, and I even catch myself too, you know what I'm saying? I just train myself not to do that. But when stuff goes wrong, it's our human nature to look for somebody to point the blame to. Like when shit goes wrong, we'll find a way to connect something to somebody to say, see, you're the reason why this happened. If I didn't do this for you, then I wouldn't have been here for that, and that wouldn't have happened to me. It's in our human nature for that. But, yeah, I mean, get mad at Eddie. I mean, come on. I mean, Eddie's already stressed out enough. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua took a huge decline in his stock. So I'm pretty sure Eddie going back to the drawing board with his own thing. And now you got Al Heyman in possession of all the goddamn belts. That's bad, man. This is a bad situation, man. But maybe it's a good thing. You know, good does come from bad, man. So I don't know. I'm looking at it different, and I'm hoping it could maybe loosen up some of the decay that's around the heavyweight division. And man, I just want to see boxing at the end of the day. But I will say this, man. Were you entertained? And I'm going to say yes. Yeah. At the end of the day, was that an entertaining fight? Yeah. Hell, I was engaged. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take my shit. I was actually shocked. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm going to be real with y'all. Like, when I seen Anthony Joshua starting to fade out and shit like that, man, I stood up out my seat. I was like, you got to be fucking joking. You going to go out? Seriously, like, I had to go take a walk. I'll be real with y'all, man. I had to go take a walk. It's crazy. It was like the shit happened to me. It's like I had to go take a walk. I was like, I can't believe this fool went out like this. But once again, that's another video, man. It's gonna be videos for days about this shit. But he can bounce back. He can come back harder. He can come back stronger. But most importantly, I think this is kind of a great thing because you know what? He needs to reevaluate what he's doing and what he's going over there in that training camp and shit like that. He needs to reevaluate. He needs to change some shit. I don't know if he needs to change teams or To me, Anthony Joshua seems like he has a very supportive team around him. So I don't know why they wouldn't tell him when he needs to tighten up on his shit. I think they just let him run around like King Tut or something. But this is a chance for him to go in here and revamp his shit. You know, everybody goes back to the drawing board and changes shit. The real question is going to be, I'm not mad that Anthony Joshua lost. I mean, losses is going to happen in the heavyweight division. The real question to me at the end of the day is going to be this. When they have a rematch, can you beat Andy Ruiz? That's going to be the real question. That's going to be the real scary part of your career. It ain't this loss right here. What I want to figure out is, if you have your wind and if you have your conditioning up to par, could you beat Andy Ruiz? Because he should have. But the question is, can you? And that's going to be the question. You know what I'm saying? Is Andy Ruiz be the one that's going to put a cap on Anthony Joshua's legacy? I'm going to say I don't know, because I would say that I've always thought that Anthony Joshua has a good work ethic, but a good work ethic towards what? When you can't last 3 rounds. I'm sorry, you a champ. You can't last 3 rounds? How are they not preparing you for a 12-round fight? When I would prepare for a fight, I would never train as if it's only going to go 3 rounds. You train for the worst scenario. That's very simple. You got to cover the bases. You cover to go through a 12-round war every time. You don't come there expecting to put this guy out early because that's what you predicted to do. It's boxing. It's unpredictable. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna leave the article in the description box. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Boost Van, I'm out.